About the election in which place, Gauri?
Haryana.
Haryana, yes. And which party win the election in Haryana? Jerlin? Jerlin, which party? Lokdal, okay. And its leader is? Who was the leader?
Chaudhary Devilal.
Chaudhary Devilal, right. So that we discussed in the last class, the Chaudhary Devilal, he led a movement called, what is the name of his movement?
Nyaya Youth.
Nyaya Youth, yes, or the struggle for justice. And in that election, out of 90, 60 seats, his party alone win, and togetherly they got how many seats? Justin? Togetherly they got how many seats, dear?
76.
76, yes. Till that portion we discussed in the last class, okay? Then today we are going to discuss why do we need election? Actually, why do we need election?
And then we can select the person equally and everyone gets a chance
Yes.
to select their.
Okay. Only then the people get a chance to elect their representatives, right? So election take place regularly in a democracy. In India, the election is held after how many years?
5.
5 years, right? The elections will be held after 5 years in India. That means elections are conducting in regular intervals. See, if all the people will sit together and taking decision, there is no need for any election. In the last chapter, first chapter, we discussed about direct democracy. You remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Democracy, direct and indirect democracy. Direct democracy where all the people will sit together and take a decision. But is it possible? Is it
No, ma'am.
practicable? Why?
There are so many people and they cannot be sit or
Yes,
came
that's the
together.
first point, right? Too many people are there. Population is more, though, so they cannot sit together and take a decision. Then any other reason? Only one?
Everyone will not have same opinions, so they could have fights.
Yes. Then the people don't have enough time or lack of interest to participate in the decision making process. So this is not possible if all the people will sit together and take a decision. Why it is not possible for the people to sit together and take a decision? Because when the population is more, it is not possible for all of them to sit together and take a decision. For the whole country India, for example, is it possible for the 121 crore people to sit together and take a decision? It is not possible. Then sometimes the people have lack of interest. Some people are not interested in such things, so if they are there also, it is not worthful. Then the another reason is lack of time. People are busy with their work, so they have no time to sit together and take a decision for the country. So because of all these things, it is not possible for all the people to sit together and take a decision. So if all the people are sitting together and taking a decision, there is no need for any election. But in the practical situation, it is not possible. Then another way we can select the representative is based on their education and age. Okay, suppose if a country where the representatives are elected on the basis of their education and age, is any problem for that? Selecting a person on the basis of their education or age? See, sometimes it will create a confusion. Who is more knowledgeable? Who is more aged person? Who is more experienced person? So it will also create a lot of conflict within the society. And also they may not be sometimes aware of the interest of the people. If we are selecting an educated person, he may not be sometimes aware of the interest of the people. So we are following a best method to elect our representatives, that is through election. Okay. Sometimes, otherwise, what will happen is sometimes the representatives, they are not knowing the interest of the people. So what we are doing is, all these require the mechanism of election. It's a process by which the people can choose their representatives at a regular interval and change them if they wish to do. That is the importance of election. See, if in an election, we are electing a representative only for 5 years. Okay, suppose Justin is an MLA or a class representative of this class. Okay, but you feel that he is not working proper for the class, he is doing some partiality. Then what we can do, the next time you will get a chance, you can change him. But for a long time, if he is ruling, can we change him? If there is no election, can we change him?
No.
No. So election is needed. What is the use of election, or why do we need election? We need election. The first thing is the people can choose their representatives at a regular interval and change them if they wish to do so. That is important. They can select their representatives at a regular interval, and also they can change them if they wish to do so. How they can change the representative? They can select their representatives, by election. Through election, they can select their representatives. Then how they can change them?
And next time they can vote another person.
Ah, yes, very good. Next time, that's why I told you, Justin, next time another election is in the class, he is very partial, he is not doing the works proper. Again, you will vote for him? Dominic, again you will vote for Justin?
No,
No. Why?
because he's doing nothing.
Ah, yes, because he's doing nothing. Same way in our elections also. Okay, same way, if the representatives are not working proper or they are not doing anything, the next time people have an option to change him. Okay, so the reason is, why do we need election? Why do we need election? Finding out if the people like their representatives or not require a mechanism. It is a mechanism by which people can choose their representatives and change them at different intervals. If a question is there, why elections are essential? Why elections are essential? First one is, it is a mechanism through which the people can choose their representatives and change them at different intervals. Or a mechanism by which the people can choose their representatives at a regular interval and change them if they wish to do so. This mechanism is called as election. This mechanism is called as election. So how to define election? A mechanism. It's a mechanism by which the people can choose their representatives and change them at different intervals. Election, but through election, we are choosing our representative and also changing them at different intervals. This is called as election. In an election, the voters have many choices. So how to define election? It's a mechanism in which the people can choose their representatives. You can choose your representative at a regular interval of time, and you can change them if he is not working proper. If they wish to do so, you wish that you don't need him, so you can change him. That is election. That process is election. In an election, the voters have many choices. In an election, the voters have many choices, like they can choose who will make law for them. They can choose who want to rule the country. Then they can choose who will form the government. And also they can choose the party whose policies will guide the government. That means it all depend on the people, right? We are selecting the government. If we are interested with any of the policies of a government, we can vote in favor of them, and if we feel that they are not functioning proper, we can vote no need to vote for them. So we the people have the choice. In an election, the voters have many choices, like they can choose who will make laws for them, they can choose who will form the government and take major decisions, then they can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and law making. They can choose three options they have. One is they can choose who will make laws for them, who will make law for them, then who will form the government, and which party's policies they want to guide the government. So all these decisions can be taken by the people. So how to define election? It's a mechanism by which the people can choose their representatives at a regular interval and also change them if they wish to do so. This process is election. And in an election, the voters have many choices, like they can choose who will make the laws for them, they can choose who will form the government and take major decisions, and they can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and law making. Clear, children? What do you mean by the process of election?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Lakshmi, turn on the video. What happened? Okay, Lakshmi, can you read that portion? Why do we need election? Unmute it. I'm not able to hear you, dear.
Ma'am, I don't have my book with me.
Where is it? Where is it?
Ma'am, 1 second.
Hmm. Where is Lakshmi? Without textbook, children. For the class, please be with your textbooks, okay? Lakshmi. Elsa, turn on the video, dear. Lakshmi is not there. Okay. Sania, can you read it? Why do we need election?
Elections take place regularly in any democracy. There are more than 100 countries in the world in which elections take place to choose people's representatives. We also read that elections are held in many countries that are not democratic. But why do we need elections? Let us try to imagine a democracy without elections. A rule of the people is possible without any elections if all the people can sit together every day and take all the decisions. But as we have already seen in chapter 1, this is not possible in any large community. No, it is possible for everyone to have the time and knowledge to take decisions on all matters. Therefore, in most democracies, people rule their representatives. Is there a democratic way of selecting representatives without elections? Let us think of a place where representatives are selected on the basis of age and experience, or a place where they are chosen on the basis of education or knowledge. There could be some difficulty in deciding on who is more experienced or knowledgeable. But let us say the people can resolve their difficulties. Clearly, such a place does not require elections. But, but can we call this place a democracy? How do we need out if the people like their representatives or not? How do we ensure that these representatives rule as per the wishes of the people? How to make sure that those who the people do not remain their representatives? This requires a mechanism by which people can choose their
Sania, wait, that point is important. A mechanism by which the people can choose their representatives at regular interval and change them if they wish to do so. This mechanism is called election. Okay, Sania. Continue, dear.
Therefore, elections are considered essential in our times for any representative democracy. In an election, the voters make many choices. They can choose who will make laws for them. They can choose who will form the government and take major decisions. They can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and lawmaking.
Yes. So in an election, the voters have many choices. What are the important, which are the major choices of the voters? They can choose who will make law for them. They can choose who will form the government, and also they have a choice to choose the policy of which party will guide the government. It's in page number 58 in one textbook, and Sania, in your textbook, page number
36.
36. Okay, clear, children? Why do we need election? Because nowadays we are following a representative form of government. Direct democracy is not possible. So we are following a representative form of government, and their election is a must. Only then the people can choose their representatives and they can change them if they wish to do so. And in a representative form of if election is there, people have a wide choices, like they can choose who will make law for them, they can choose who will form the government, and also they can choose which party's policies should be highlighted or to guide the government. Okay, then in many of the countries, the elections are not held. In the case of China, we studied, you remember that election is there, but it is not a democratic country. But in a democratic country, the elections will be held at regular intervals, and also the people can participate there. A candidate from any party, any religion, or any caste, or any sex, they can participate there. Only then we call it as a democratic form of government. Clear? Any doubt in that paragraph, children? Anyone? If so,
No,
you can
ma'am.
use the chat box also, I told you. I hope somebody asked me a doubt, now it's clear. Anyone? Okay. So, 40. What make an election democratic? The next topic is what make an election democratic? We studied about election and we need election. Election is so important. And what make an election democratic? In nowadays, all the countries in the world are even it's a democratic or a non-democratic, they are conducting election. They are held, the election is held, the election can be held in many ways. Nowadays, all the countries, both the democratic and non-democratic countries, are conducting election. But what make an election democratic? What make an election democratic? This is also important. What make an election democratic? The first, everyone should be able to choose their representative. The election can be democratic if everyone should be able to choose their representatives. Okay, the first point is everyone should be able to choose their representatives. What does it mean? What does it mean? Everyone should be able to choose their representatives means?
They should give the free.
Louder.
They should give the freedom to vote.
Freedom to vote. Yes, very good. That point is mentioned about voting, right? The first, everyone should be able to choose their representative means that everyone should have one vote and each vote have,
One
and
value.
every vote have same or equal value. Always remember that point, children. Everyone should be able to choose their representative means everyone should have one vote and every vote have the same value. If I am voting, then our chief minister is voting, our prime minister is voting, Mukesh Ambani is voting, a burger is voting. Whoever it is, the vote value of the vote of all the persons in a democratic country is same. Example, in the case of India, we are considering the value of vote for all the persons are equal value, equal vote. One person, one vote, one value. So that's the first point. Everyone should be able to choose their representative. What make an election democratic? The first point is everyone should be able to choose their representatives. Everyone should be able to choose their representatives. Clear? That point is clear? What do you mean by
Yes, ma'am.
everyone should be able to choose their representative? That means everyone should have one vote and every vote have equal value. Everyone should have one vote and each and every vote have one value. And the second one is there should be something to choose for them. That is, the parties and candidates should be free to conduct election. The second one is the parties and candidates should be free to conduct election. That means there should be something to choose from. The election should be free. Only then we can choose. There should be something to choose from. The second point is the parties and candidates should be free to conduct election. There should be something to choose from. The parties and candidates should be free to conduct election and should offer some choices to the voters. There should be some choices to the voters. The second point is the parties and candidates should be free to conduct election. Third point, election must be held regularly after a certain interval. So the election must be held after a regular interval. If certain interval is given and the election should be held at a proper interval. In case of India, we are conducting the election after every 5 years. Only then the people get a choice. The election must held regularly after a certain interval. Then the candidate preferred by the people should be elected. The fourth one is the candidate preferred by the people should get elected. And the last one is the election should be conducted in a free and fair manner. That means don't use any dirty tricks in the election process. So these are the important points coming under what make an election democratic. What make an election democratic? It's an important question. What make an election democratic? Everyone should be able to choose their representative. Parties and candidates should be free to conduct election. Election must be held after a certain interval. Candidates preferred by the people should get elected and election should be conducted in a free and fair manner. Clear? Adulya, can you read these points once again? What make an election democratic? Adulya, a little bit louder, dear.
Everyone should be able to choose their representatives.
Okay.
Parties and candidates should be free to contest elections.
Yes.
Elections must be held regularly after a certain interval.
Okay.
The candidates preferred by the people should get elected.
Okay.
Elections should be conducted in a free and fair manner.
Free and fair manner. So what make an election democratic? Clear? Why do we need election and what make an election democratic? Lakshmi? Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read it, dear, once again? That portion from the textbook? You got the textbook?
No, ma'am.
Where is it, dear?
Ma'am, it is in another home.
Hmm. Okay, Srihari, can you read it, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What make an election democratic?
First, everyone should be able to choose. This means that everyone should have one vote and every vote should have one equal value.
Equal value. Okay. Then
Second, there should be something to choose from parties.
parties and candidate.
Parties and candidates should be free to contest election and
Yes. And offer some real choices to the voters. That means the people want a choice. If only one person is there for the election, we have any choice. Suppose in your class an election is going to held and only one person is there to participate in the election. Suppose you've been only participating in the election. You have any other choice to select any other person? Any other
No, ma'am.
choice? No. But if in an election, suppose Abin, Dominic, Sovel, Ashik, so many people are participating. So what is the advantage? We
have
have an
choices.
we have the choices, right? So the second point is there should be something to choose. There should be something to choose. That means the parties and candidates should be free to contest election and should offer some real choices to the voters. Okay, then third point. Read it, Srihari.
The choice should be offered at regular interval.
Yes.
The elections must be held regularly after every few years.
Yes, election should be held after a few years. Otherwise, once you an elected representative is there, until his death, if he is in the post, we cannot, it is not a democratic way. So it must be conducted after a regular interval. Yes, next point.
For the candidate preferred by the people should get elected.
Yes, who's to which person the people are voting, he must become the representative. Okay.
The election should be conducted in a free and fair manner where people can choose as they really wish.
That means don't use any dirty tricks in the election process. It should done in a free and fair manner. Clear, children? Is it clear?
Yes,
Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So read the textbook proper. Maybe any problem?
Then we can see you tomorrow also. No.
Ah. Then okay, I'm not coming. So children, advanced Onam wishes to all.
Thank you,
Wishing you
ma'am.
a happy and a prosperous Onam to all. Then read the textbook. Don't forget the portions, okay? Srihari is shaking his head. Okay, ma'am. Okay, then bye all. See you in the next class. Bye-bye. Advanced Onam wishes to all. Happy Onam.
Happy Onam.
Happy
Thank
Onam.
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.